Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been 2-something weeks since I've uploaded a video of my face, but that's gonna change as today I'm doing a study with me, kind of follow me to back to school vlog. So, you know, I had the thought to do, I didn't get a lot of sleep on Saturday night. So I was sleeping all day Sunday pretty much, and I was on the couch just sleeping all day because I was so tired. Anyways, I was going to do a school organization tips video, and I had said that in the description box of my last video, but I didn't want to do that because I want to get further into school and do that video, because like as I realized I was kind of I'm obviously organized because it's the first few weeks of school, you know what I'm saying? I'm obviously have my crap together because it's school hasn't even been that long, so I don't have that much stuff to organize. So I will do a school organization tips video another time. Hello guys, I am at my school. I'm in my car, and you're probably thinking, why aren't you studying in the library? Because there's several different things. One, I don't study in the library at my school because people talk really loud. Two, there's no service in the school, so when I go in there, when I'm studying, I can't, like, you know, I'm supposed to be studying, so I'm not supposed to be on my phone, but I still text like my family and stuff, and the fact that there's no service in the school just really cringes me. Then three, I can't eat in there, so I make this like a vlog and also kind of like a study with me thing. So how that's gonna roll is this class that I'm studying for right now is actually a science class, so I'm gonna show you kind of how I do that. So what I do is about a week before, okay, my exam is on Wednesday. It is currently Monday. So last Wednesday through Friday, I started making my study guide. What I do is I go and I do Quizlet. It's free. That's a good thing. And then it's very, 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 not Quizlet. It's very helpful because you can put pictures in it, and you can do all this stuff. I make sets, so I make my own sets. I have one for A&P, I have one for all the lab practicals in A&P, I have one for government, I have one for psychology, and I just make like a different set, or like a different class. And then the microbiology one, this is my microbiology exam one, I have all of the test that we have on Wednesday is over chapters 1 through 3. So I have chapters 1 and 2 in my Quizlet, and I do that about a week or even 2 weeks before the test if you can have time. And I just basically, which my dad hates me saying, I just take all of the lecture notes that we took. So like, for example, this is lecture notes that we took, and I go through and I highlight the specific things that are important, and I put them in my computer, in my Quizlet. And then this is very extra, and people are probably gonna like judge me on this, but this is how I got an A in A&P. For the first 5 chapters, even before school starts, if you can get access to your Canvas, get a binder and print out all of the reviews, outlines, PowerPoints of the lecture. Everything. This binder weighs about 10 pounds. It's heavy. But I don't carry it to class. I don't carry it anywhere. It stays in my car, and I only use it at home. But it is a great way to reference what had went on in the lecture, because if you don't, like a lot of people, they don't even study for their tests. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of college students, they don't even study for their tests, and it's like the amount of effort that I put in on this freaking test is like insane. And so I feel like the majority of the reason why people don't even study is because they don't know how to study. They don't know what to study. They don't know what to put. They don't know what to put together. They don't know what's great for them. So hopefully this video can help you if you are struggling with how to study. This is my paper, and pretty much what I do is I go to Quizlet, I create a set, and then I go in and I say, okay, the first bullet point is definition of microbiology. So I go in my textbook, or sometimes I use the I print out the PowerPoint and all the pictures and everything for the labs and stuff. And then I go in and I find the definition of microbiology. Hold on, there's somebody driving by and I'm really shy. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to stop talking and I'm gonna start studying, because I have until 12. I have about, my next class starts at 12:15, so I have exactly an hour. It's 11:15, so I'm going to study. I'm going to eat a little bit more food, get fat, and I'm gonna speed this up. This chart, okay. So she told us to look at this chart for our, sorry, my nephew's baby carriage is right there. She told us to look at this chart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna review this chart. She made Jeopardy stuff for us to do, to practice with. So I'm playing with this Jeopardy, and then I'm also like highlighting key points in my book and writing notes in my book so that I can get like extra information. I really, to be honest, do not know what I'm doing, guys. I am so nervous for this test. I am so like cramming for this test. It is tomorrow, but I just wanted to let y'all know what I was doing and keep the vlog kind of going. Okay, so right now I look awful, but I woke up at a reasonable time. I'm studying, you know, before work and everything. So I was gonna kind of talk to you about balancing your work, school, family, like free time. It's hard because one, when you have a big family like me, you know, they want to do stuff on the weekends. They want to go out on the weekends, so it's kind of hard to balance that. But what I do is I like to take any time I have that I'm not doing anything. So let's say I go all week and I do not have plans with anybody. I go through with my planner and I just say, okay, so this morning before work, I'm studying. Then this moment, like in between classes, I'm studying. Like I give myself a whole bunch of time to plan out for studying. And then I do it based on when my tests are. So if my tests are on a Monday, I usually plan studying at the end of the week and not the beginning of the week. That way I'm studying right before the test, not, you know. So I do that. And you have to learn to say no to people, because it kind of gets to where it's like, I have, you know, a lot of friends that I haven't seen. Well, one in particular, that's my best friend, Haley. I haven't seen her since Christmas, and it's February. Well, I don't know what today's date is, but I haven't seen her since Christmas because I have been trying to do school, and just like it's horrible, but she understands and she hopefully still loves me. I have had to say no to a lot of my friends because of the amount of schoolwork that I have. So that's pretty much what the advice I have on balancing is just learning to say no, and to just get yourself a planner and plan yourself your week. I say on Saturday, sit down and look at your planner and look at what everything's due, and give yourself some time. Give yourself some free time, give yourself some just relaxing time. If you have something in the way of something, go on ahead and write it down, because it helps to alleviate the anxiety. And if there's something that's bothering you that you don't know what to do, go on ahead and study that and get it out of the way, because the faster you get it out of the way, the easier it's going to be. So that's my recommendation on balancing your study time.
Calls from 78.
Who is that?
It's one of those two calls from 78.
Hello? Hello? Why? Well, why are you calling this number? Oh no, you don't need to call. You don't need to call her. Okay, that's just unnecessary. Thank you. Bye. Some dude wanted to know if he can sell you Medicare. Studying is something that I have grown in over the past 2 years. I have learned so many tips on studying. I hope I was clear with everything, so I'm just going to go over the 3 things that matter in studying. That is organization, so the lecture. When you're doing the lecture, you want to make sure you have organized notes. That's why it helps to print out the PowerPoint and to print out anything that the teacher gives you, such as an outline, so that when you're making notes, you're writing down what needs to be learned, not what's just extra information, because sometimes professors use fillers and there is really not information that needs to be put into context. Then step 2, find your specific program that helps you the most. Whether it be, for example, the book that you bought, the access code, the online book study thing. I have an online, my book is a book, and then it's an online book, so I can go in and I can take quizzes with the online book that's provided for me. So whether it be that, it'd be Quizlet, it'd be Chegg, it'd be anything. Find your thing, what helps, test out different things, and take practice tests, and go in and take a practice test and have your mom, dad, sister, brother, boyfriend, husband, whatever, grade it, and have them tell you, or like go and look and see exactly what you're struggling on and what you're not struggling on, and what you need to focus more on and what you don't need to focus more on. And that way you can start knowing what to break down and what to not break down. Then the third is, when you're getting closer to the test, you want to stop studying, you want to review. I learned that the hard way. I would study and teach myself up until the test, and then I'd get to the test and I'd be like, okay, I just threw all this information at myself, I know it, I just can't pull it out, I just cannot pull it out. And reviewing is not just going over the book or going over the paper and saying, okay, like, like scanning over it. Reviewing is practice tests, practice quizzes, practicing your knowledge, applying your knowledge. And so by doing that, you ask yourself questions. Talking to myself while I'm studying may seem weird, but it helps. Going through and doing the Jeopardy, if your teacher makes Jeopardies. The back of the book, the back of each chapter, has a whole bunch of critical thinking questions, mapping questions, labeling questions. So print those out, make copies of those, do those. Look up a Quizlet that's made specifically for biology, but be careful with Quizlet. If it's not made by you or somebody that you trust, some information can be wrong. So make sure, so I will see y'all in the next video. I am sorry for not posting in a while. I've been kind of stressed, but I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.